strands?
Well, GMO is an issue. It's in over 90% of the corn and soy. So you really want to avoid those foods. And really, you can go to our site. We've got just type that in, and Jeffrey Smith has put together a GMO-free shopping guide so that you can vote with your pocketbook and not purchase these products. And that's going to be the most powerful action you can take as a consumer to get this stuff off the market. Just don't buy it, period. It's easy to avoid. With respect to the telomere lengthening, there's the life tends to end around 120. It's very, very rare to find anyone older than that. And that's because there's a basal degradation of these telomeres, these end caps on the DNA, on the chromosomes. And once you get down to about 5,000 or so, you die. It's probably the most accurate biological clock that we have. So there are things that can accelerate it, which is unhealthy lifestyles, just smoking and sugar and lack of exercise and trans fat and free radical exposures. So that will cause you to die much earlier than 120. So you want to be as healthy as you can. But even if you were the healthiest, perfectly possible lifestyle, you're still going to die at 120. So the exciting research is that they've identified this enzyme that actually can be turned on, because it's on in your reproductive cells, but it's not in all our body or somatic cells. So there's going to be these enzyme inhibitors that you'll be able to take. It will turn on this telomerase gene, and you'll actually be able to add telomeres. And in research in the animals and test tubes, it actually reverses aging. So it's very exciting, and the take-home message is to stay as healthy as you can, because if you can do that and you're around in 20 or 30 years and you're still pretty healthy, you can probably have another 50 years without even blinking.
Unbelievable. You know what? I don't want to twist your arm, but do 5 more minutes with us on other life extension developments. And they also have the diets they put rats on, as you know, that double their life expectancy. Let's talk about those diets when we come back.
Forget everything you've been told about long-term food storage. When all hell breaks loose, you'll need the single most effective way to get high-powered Delta Force nutrients to your family fast. Like any Special Forces commando, you need a plan. You need a Black Hawk Down food plan. Introducing the Survival Sprout Bank from Solutions from Science. It's your countertop survival garden. Yes, grow fresh greens right on your countertop in just a few short days. Sprouts are the green shoots that emerge from newly germinated seeds, and they are powerhouses of living, easily absorbed nutrients. The Survival Sprout Bank is a complete kit with nothing else to buy. And with sprouts so easy to grow, even children can grow emergency food. Call 877-327-0365 or go to survivalsproutbank.com. That's 877-327-0365 or order online at survivalsproutbank.com. Survival Sprout Bank, your Black Hawk Down emergency food plan.
The question is, where should the American people draw their line in the sand?
What have we got? A republic or a monarchy?
A republic is based on a constitution which protects minority rights.
Not democracy, not mob rule, 2 wolves and a sheep voting on what's for dinner.
So they think they own our land, they think they own our water, children, our education, our money.
We have to define who we are and what we will tolerate.
Somebody's going to ask you what you did during the Patriot Uprising.
You have been warned.
We have the facts. We have the Constitution. We have the Bill of Rights. We have common law. Knowledge is power, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so excited to be able to offer you Don't Tread on Me, Rise of the Republic. Tyranny is upon us, but liberty and the sleeping giant that is the American people is rising. A new tool in the info war. Don't Tread on Me. Order it at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139 and support independent, patriotic Liberty films.
Going solar for cheap is as easy as 1, 2, 3. If you want to go solar but thought the setup costs were too high, now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch our introduction video at 123cheapsolarvideo.com. The video is free, but it won't last long. Save money on electric bills and get off the grid. Go to 123cheapsolarvideo.com right now. Our website again is 123cheapsolarvideo.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
The largest part of gaining radiant health is detoxification.
You can drink ionized water, cleanse your intestines, eat a perfect diet, and even take lots of quality supplements, and in many instances, only make minimal progress. What is the key to detoxifying your body of mercury, heavy metals, chemicals, and drugs? It is glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant used to detoxify your entire body. It stops free radicals, keeps cells young, and reduces inflammation. One World Whey protein powder may be able to raise your glutathione production by 64% or more. One World Whey is more effective than any other whey protein powder on the market because it is unheated and from grass-fed cows. All other, quote, cold-processed whey protein powders have been heated and damaged by 15% or more. One World Whey comes in 3 delicious flavors. Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworld, WHEY.com.
In my film, Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, I show you world leaders, top scientists, futurists, Ray Kurzweil, Bill Joy, all talking about how there's 6.5 billion people, how they cannot give us the life extension, and that's why a world government has to be formed to basically reduce our population so the elite can inherit the earth and get the life extension. And again, I just read the mainstream medical literature where they're increasing the life of certain types of insects 3-4 times, where they're doubling the life expectancy of rodents just with diet. And this literature has been out for a long time. A lot of the diets are basically high nutrient but near starvation. Dr. Mercola, can you comment on not just the lengthening of the DNA strands, but some of the other studies that are out there?
Well, the most common approach is calorie restriction. I'm not a big fan of that because it's really very difficult to do, and it's logistically impractical. So, but the studies, most of the studies use that as an approach, and my approach is really to optimize insulin. So there's very clear from my review of the literature that that's probably the single most important way to optimize aging is to lower your insulin levels as low as possible. And there's 2 primary ways to do that. One is through eliminating your sugars. Avoid sugar like the plague. It's really not good for you in any way, shape, or form. So you really want to limit that. And if you want to get to your ideal body weight or body fat percentage. And the other important element is to exercise, and there's a lot of confusion about exercise. I started exercise in 1968 and was a long-distance runner for over 40 years, and unfortunately that is not the best type. So your typical cardio, which you see 90% of people doing when you go to a fitness club, is on a treadmill or the elliptical or the bike is not the way to do it. What we need is really these, actually it's much easier and much more time efficient, is these high-intensity exercises where you're really getting your heart rate up to maximum over a 30-second period, then going into a recovery period and doing that in a multiple times.
So it's almost like a powerlifting explosive?
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a term for it. It's called Peak 8, just PEAK8. If you go to my website, type it in, I've got videos and really, there's no cost to it, for the information, and it just tells you how to do it really specifically and measure your heart rate. And literally in 20 minutes, you get the benefit of working out for 2 or 3 hours that you would in typical cardio, and that's going to increase your growth hormone, which tends to go down pretty dramatically after the age of 40.
Well, I kind of got into weightlifting from about 17 to 22, multi-hours a day, and then I was talking to some guys that were in really great shape that were UT football players, and they said, look, you need to do some cardio and stuff, but they said power lift, and I never got super strong. I could, squat 600 and bench press 330, but I weighed 180 pounds. But I started doing power clings and things, and I'd go home to see my parents from college, and they'd say, are you on steroids? And I was naturally, literally just ripped and bulging with muscles, and it was the powerlifting.
Yeah, that's more of a high-intensity thing. That's actually more of an ideal type of exercise. And strength training is absolutely an essential component of a good exercise program. It should be about 50% strength training, 50% of this high intensity, and some good stretching in there. But, you do that, and not only will you help optimize your ability to live a long and healthy life, but the quality of life will be good. You won't be crippled and debilitated, because 80% of Americans have problems with their joints and arthritis, pain. There's no reason for that. You don't have to suffer with that type of pain. It's just needless if you follow a healthy lifestyle.
Amazing. Well, Dr. Mercola, we had you on many years ago, and it seems like a decade passes, and I know you've been a busy guy, but it's great to have you back with us. And there's so much at Mercola website, Mercola.com, MERCOLA, obviously your last name, Dr. Joseph Mercola. I look forward to having you back up as things develop with quick pop-ins.
Sure.
And thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thanks for having me, Alex, and a great opportunity to talk to you and your listeners. So
you bet.
Be well.
God bless you. What an amazing interview. What incredible information. Again, we are starting to really win some battles, but we need to win the war here against the globalist. I'm going to come back. I'm going to collect my thoughts during the break. I'm going to come back and go through WikiLeaks, TSA, police state, economic news in the final 30 minutes of this hour. I do want to just remind folks that we are listener-supported. My 29 or 30 employees and contractors, the websites, the bandwidth, the films, the flying around the country and the world to interview people, that is all financed by your support. So you get materials when you buy books and T-shirts and videos that wake people up and spread the message. But you also support this platform for expanding knowledge throughout the planet. And it's so wonderful, and we couldn't do it without you. This Christmas is here. We've got huge discounts on all the T-shirts, books, and videos at Infowars.com. So give the gift of waking somebody up this Christmas. Also, we've got 5 months free right now at prisonplanet.tv, so check that out as well. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot Movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
Again, go to gusset.com/America today. Hi, this is Alex Jones. You've heard me talk about the delicious, easy-to-fix, and very storable foods from eFoodsDirect.com. I've told you for years that eFoods Direct has the best storable food on the planet. Now it's that time of year again, and their holiday special is here. They have 2 holiday-priced packs for you to put into your reserves for a secure future or to share with others. The first is a 6-month bulk supply in 10 cans. And the second is a 5-week supply of quick and easy-to-fix meals, including delicious bakery items shipped in heavy tote bags. Now, for a limited time, when you order 2 or more of these special holiday packs, you'll get free shipping on your entire order. Call now, 800-409-5633, or visit them at eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. That's 800-409-5633, or eFoodsDirect.com